How do I look?
You look good.
Do I look skinny? I ran 2 miles yesterday, so I was hoping you could see that today.
I ran 4 this morning and then went to fucking Jonah's Kebabs.
Oh no, that'll balance
Stuffed
it
my
out.
face.
I was
so good. Though.
It is actually incredible.
And I love like the way they just wrap it like a little Sammy, like a little circular Sammy. It's perfect, just like the fries and the little lettuce and the tomato.
Does he charge you?
Yeah, we paid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full price.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
course,
they
contribute.
just started.
All
yeah.
right, I didn't know if everyone was like getting free kebabs in our group because I went and I was like, oh
No,
I gotta pay.
I wouldn't let
Yeah,
them.
your total's gonna be $13.25.
I was like, all right.
Yeah, I wouldn't let them.
I see,
give that for
No,
free.
but then of
I
course,
think they give us waters for free. I think they're just
yeah.
something, you know.
It's
they
so
just give
cool though to
waters.
see like their entire family so happy running it.
Oh,
like when
they're-
we walked in, like you could just tell like they're doing what they love.
Yeah.
And like that was like really like cool to see.
They were so happy. We walked in and they were just like they look like they really love their job. It's
They
awesome.
are popping. Like
Yeah.
It looked like it when you walked in. It doesn't seem like it seems like a barbecue. Like everyone's just walking around. Like it looks like a family gathering.
It's like
every
Bob's
time
Burgers.
Yeah.
But like busy though.
Yeah.
Bob's Burgers doesn't get much business,
Yeah.
but it's like, yeah.
But it is filling though. Like it's like eating a whole pasta dinner after that. But it's so good.
and the sauce.
it's so
Yeah.
funny. They shut down the kebab shop across the street. There's literally a kebab.
What?
They didn't shut it down.
Jonah said they closed down 3 days later after they opened.
No way.
Did they relocate?
I don't know. He was just like, yeah, they put up the sign.
I
and they
don't.
shut
I think
down,
Jonah's
like,
lying. I don't think they should. They didn't look like they were shut
And that's
down.
on capitalism.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It didn't.
Imagine
look that
seeing
good.
Jonah's Kebab pop up across the street, and you're just like,
And you see it just packed with people. You're like, fuck.
that sucks, man.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was really good, and
No, yeah.
It brings
super
the
happy.
community together.
yeah.
That place. And they got like 8 people working in the back. They making money.
Mm-hmm.
What's
people are
in the
buying.
sauce?
Oh, Jonah's secret sauce.
There's definitely Thousand Island dressing in there. I just don't know what else is in there. Like ketchup, maybe.
Yeah.
Ketchup,
it's like
mayo?
better than, it's
Mayo.
like better than cane sauce.
Is
Whoa,
it?
that's a bold claim. I've heard that stuff is like,
Yeah,
But
I've
it's
heard
its
that's
own
just like
thing.
crack.
It's not similar to it, but it's like I'm craving it
Okay.
all the time.
yeah.
So
I gotta try Raising Canes.
Yeah, people talk about it. I
there's
just
one down
never-
in
There's one here.
We have one?
Panamamoka, or what's the name of the town?
Porter
Playa
Ranch.
del Rey?
Shamalama down.
Panoka?
Pinocchio.
Pomona.
Oh no.
Is it Pomona? That's what I'm thinking
Oh, that's
of.
far.
Too far.
It's pretty cool though. The Raising Cane's guy said he just keeps the menu so plain and simple and short and sweet because he said the wasting time in a drive-through with having like different options adds up, and then
Imagine
it'll just
In-N-Out?
back like you just have nothing to choose
Well,
from.
it is In-N-Out. It's like In-N-Out.
Like,
Yeah.
imagine In-N-Out had a big menu.
Oh, fuck,
where
it'd
you
be a
could
line
add
out the door.
bacon, barbecue
Oh yeah,
sauce.
you would never get in.
Because just the line already is so fucking long.
Insane.
But that's how Jonah's Kebab is. There's like what three items, and that's
That's
it.
good. Those places do well.
I have
Yeah.
a theory about Cane's though. I always go in and order. I don't do the drive-through because sometimes I think the drive-through though they give you like the less bigger pieces, and when you're inside they give you the bigger pieces
Why
because
is
like
that?
so if someone were to complain, they'd be like,
Oh, you can't do it from a
"You can't
drive-through.
do it from a drive-through. You're
Wait,
gone."
people
and you go
complain
home."
about the size of their fucking chicken tenders.
One time I went through a drive-through at Raising Cane's and I got some skimpy fingers. So I always go in because I think that they hook it up for the
Got
inside
it.
people.
But
That's
have you-
my theory.
But I'm guessing.
I believe
have you
everybody-
complained about it though?
No, but I
Okay.
just remember one time going through the drive-through and was like, I'm never going through the drive-through.
Popeyes has some different shaped
Oh,
fingers. Hey, did you see the one that looked like a squirrel?
Have you,
Yo,
Dude, have you ever
that-
like just like ripped
there's
one in half?
There's some weird.
They
but
fry some
they're
weird shit in
amazing.
that fryer, man.
Which
It's
pla-
not
wait,
all
which
chicken.
Popeyes.
Popeyes scares me. Or
Oh.
it feels like I'm like their biggest inconvenience though when I come in. They're like, can I help you? And I'm like, I just want this. And they're like, oh my gosh. Like they're so mad when like I ask her an order. I'm like, you don't have to do that then. Like, let's just.
I went to a Burger King when I was just in Florida, and I went to the drive-thru and I pulled up and I'm sitting there and nobody says anything, and I was like, "Hello?" And they go, "Yeah, what do you want?" I was like, "I'll do 2 egg and cheese croissants and an orange juice." I was like, "Hello?" They go, "Anything else?" I was like, "No, that's it." I was like, "Hello?" And they go, "Pull up." I was like, "Oh my god!" No, like repeating the order
Just
back.
over it,
No,
over
your
it.
total's gonna be this. Please drive ahead.
Burger
Just-
King, have it your way.
Yeah. It's crazy how like
Pull
the
up.
difference between Chick-fil-A, it is like you are at Cheesecake Factory. They are running out to you. Have you seen the video of the Chick-fil-A the guy working there? He like ran across the street because they forgot their sauce.
Oh my god.
It's like it's crazy.
It must
the
be
service
so
of it.
stressful to work there now because there's so much pressure to be
Oh,
those
yeah.
types of people.
And you know they're probably trying to go even more above and beyond just to get
Just
like,
to get on that
Yeah.
TikTok. Yup.
In-N-Out employees get paid well. Like it was like
The manager's like-
$16.25 for just like the minimum wage.
Are
Working.
you serious?
Yes.
Dude,
That's
that-
insane.
I
So-
made $9 at Panda Express.
Holy shit. Oh, that was how long ago was that? Like 4 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah,
Inflation? No.
3 years ago.
Damn.
Well, they said that In-N-Out managers make like $150,000 a year.
I'm not
It's like
surprised.
something
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Hold on. Is that's
Wow.
low or high?
That is
That is
insanely high.
insanely high. Yeah.
I mean,
People make like
they don't own it. They don't own it. They just
no,
run
you're
it.
just you're
The
just
manager.
They're literally
Got it.
just your
Okay, sorry. I
manager.
put
I bet
owner
a
in my head.
shift there flies by.
yeah.
You know, like there's
Oh,
not
yeah.
one moment you're like bored.
That's the best though. Like when restaurants are busy, your fucking shit just.
And you have something to do every time. The menu's so simple. It's not
Yeah.
like you're rushing stuff out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, guys, make sure to check out Jonah's Kebab. It's on, I forget the address, but it's on
Oxnard.
Oxnard Street. It's in North Hollywood. So fucking good. And the whole family is pretty much working there. So if you guys want to meet them, they're always working, and you're gonna get like good fucking food and a good service every time you're there.
And you might see us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we go
regulars.
there all the time. We were just there today. So yeah, let's get right
Let's
into
jump
the
right. We got
fucking
a lot to
intro.
talk about today.
Yeah, intro.
We got a lot to catch up on,
Oh,
baby.
man.
Let's do a one for the 1-0.
Remember?
One for the 1-0,
One for
baby.
the- baby, one for the 1-0.
1-0. It's coffee time, baby. Yeah.
All right, baby.
Welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered.
Filter, yeah.
I'm Zane.
I'm Heath.
I'm Matt.
I'm Mariah.
Now welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered.
Here are your contestants.
You just want to jump right into Hawaii?
Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
just-
it's so
I
nice. that we
can't stop
get-
looking at Zane's legs. I'm like, we have to talk about everything.
Scab. You literally have the
What?
Hawaiian
Yeah,
Islands
guys,
on your
I'm
shin.
a veteran. I'm gonna explain all my
he has an
wounds.
archipelago of scabs.
I literally have the islands of Hawaii all
Yeah.
down my fucking body.
Heath just,
I
you
didn't
guys
know.
echo each other all the time.
Did you just say that?
Just
Oh
said
my
that.
god! I swear I didn't fucking hear that.
No, we believe you. We know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
god! I think it just went
That's
in my
why
ear and I like didn't even realize it
That's
went
why I
in my
said
ear.
archipelago.
What is
What?
archipelago?
What's that?
Archipelago?
We don't listen to each other at
You know
all.
what
Yeah,
a
we're bad.
peninsula is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An archipelago is like a chain of islands.
We never
Oh,
learned
like the
that in school.
Keys.
Sure.
Okay.
You sure? It's like a chain-
Archipelago.
yeah. Archipelago.
Yeah.
Tomato, tomato.
Doesn't
good.
matter. We're gonna talk about these scabs.
Yeah. So,
Oh man.
well, it's no surprise. You guys saw it already. David Dobrik is posting again. We're all so
Mm-hmm.
fucking happy and excited. This is so awesome. Like we didn't know when this was gonna happen. We kind of found out that day that he surprised us
Mm-hmm.
that it was just coming back. It felt so fucking good. And then
Must be nice. The surprise. Well, actually,
you
here's the thing.
were supposed to
Don't.
be there. Don't
I was
do
at
that.
a,
You're
I was
supposed
at
to
a
be there.
wedding and I get a text from David and he goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm at a wedding in Dallas right now." And he was like, "Okay, never mind." And I'm like, "Wait, is everything good?" He's like, "No, it's fine." And I was like, "Okay." And I come back and I hear everybody has been surprised with the trip to Hawaii.
Yo.
And then it was still the invitation was extended to me, but I had work I had to
It
do.
was very
Yeah.
last minute.
I
Like
know.
not everybody.
Very,
could
yeah. It
go.
was because we were actually supposed to go the week before,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just so last minute, and people couldn't like switch their dates because shit was happening, and it was really stressful. And I just remember like even moving it to the next week, we're all like, "Fuck, like we got to move shit around." But it was fine though. But we were fine doing it because we just got to be together and just like.
Right.
Did you have an awesome time?
Oh, it was the
Did
best.
you just sit around and soak in each
Well,
other's
it
awesomeness?
didn't start off the best. It started really
It was
rough.
Yeah.
a series of unfortunate
Fortunate events.
events.
By Lemony Snicket.
By Lemony Snicket.
And I'm surprised that Dave didn't even put any of that in
I
because it
know.
was fucking
well,
chaotic.
that's because we were all in the worst mood until
Yeah.
we hit the house.
Yeah.
So just start from the beginning.
Yeah, it was just one thing after
you
another.
can't write this
So
shit.
we, it was the night before. Everybody is ready for the trip. Everyone's like went to sleep early. We're good to go.
Except for Zane.
I-
Zane
well-
we had to be at David's
No.
at 5 a.m. and Zane went to bed at like 4.
Well, because
I was like,
I-
why are you out?
I went out.
I
went
checked
out.
Zane's location. I was like, it was like probably 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, all right, we're gonna get like 4 hours of sleep. Let me just make sure Zane is at home sleeping and he's not, going to be rushing. I look, he's fucking down in Hollywood at a party. And I'm like, oh, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it.
Oh boy.
But you slept at David's to make it.
Or
no?
Yeah, I slept at David's to make it. Oh, but that party I was at, it was unbelievable how many people were there.
How do you even find these parties? I didn't even know people still had parties.
It was Ella. Ella's like the party girl now in the city.
Uh-huh.
I hit up Ella and I was like, yeah, there's 4 parties I know of. I'm like, who are these people? She's like, I literally don't know. I'm like, how are you getting the addresses? She's like, I don't know.
And they're good parties.
I was like, what are you going to Craigslist to find
I
fucking
don't
parties
know.
in LA? But yeah, I went to David's the night before, so I was like, I know I'm gonna get in that fucking car on time because I'm really bad at waking up early.
We
It doesn't matter what it
you
is.
into it.
Yeah. So I slept at David's, barely got any fucking sleep. I wake up, Heath and Mariah are the first ones there. Everyone's ready to go, but somehow we started running late. We were all ready to go, but all of a sudden it was just like,
we were on more than on time.
Well, everybody was packing their bags in the living room. I'm like, this should have been done hours ago.
That's what group trips though. Sometimes I leave the
It is
airport
way too
when we
stressful.
go to Chicago and stuff. I don't wait for everybody because I don't like stressing out about getting there last
oh,
minute.
we know you don't wait for people. You go right out the fucking door. You get your Uber and you're
Matt
gone.
would
Where's
leave.
Matt?
I'm like, I'm gone. I'm already at the gate. I'll see you there.
A friend's trip, like with more than 4 people, is like
Especially
a disaster.
ours.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like Home Alone, like da, 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 da. Everyone's like running up and down the stairs and shit.
And David and Natalie
Give
like
this to
spent so
Kevin.
much time planning it, but somehow still there was all these fucking potholes like that morning. For some reason, it took us 15-20 minutes to figure out if we should take 1 car or 2 cars because David wanted to just vlog the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we completely
He
understood
was
that.
like, let's all be in one. And
But
we were like,
like-
let's be safe and take 2 because Jason's hip.
there's no way we're all gonna fit in this car. And we start packing the bags and we're like, oh, look at that. We can't fit in the fucking car. So we throw
Because
half
the
the
Tesla
bags.
trunk fits 1 suitcase and we all had 2 suitcases each. And we're
Yeah.
like, where do you think we're going with these suitcases?
So
then-
we're like, okay, let's get in the minivan. We go to pop open the minivan and start getting stuff in there, and all the seats are taken
There's
out.
no
It was
seats.
just
Oh,
an empty minivan.
shit.
So we're like, oh my god. So we're like, okay, we're clearly taking the 2 Teslas. Like, let's just get everything in and let's go.
And because we are running late. Like we are running
So
late.
Jason has his Tesla with luggage and people, and David had his
It was
Tesla with
just
luggage
me and Jason,
people.
and then the rest of the people were in David's car, and we're driving there, and we're just laughing about the chaos that just happened. And Jason, I remember Jason was just like, we were being really understanding, right? I was like, yes, Jason, yeah, we couldn't fit in that 1 fucking car. There's
Yeah.
no way. We all had checked baggage. So like, there's no way. And he's like, okay, good. Just like to make sure, I didn't want to make the trip any more
He was just
stressful.
getting
Blah blah
worked
blah.
up,
And
yeah.
all of a sudden we hear, boom, 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 and we start smelling something. We're like, I was like, damn, Jason, your coffee is fucking weird this morning. Like it smells like gas.
And
He
Heath
pulls
and,
up
I,
his
Heath and
car.
I are in the other car like, hey, Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
And we take his coffee, we're smelling it, and we're like, Jason, that's not your coffee. And we look outside, we're like, oh my God, the tires. And it gets louder and louder. And I'm like, Jason, you need to pull over. He's like, no, I gotta wait till I exit. I'm like, no, Jason, you cannot drive anymore because if it gets to like the fucking rim,
it was a full blowout. It
Full
wasn't like a
blowout.
little leak.
Not a
It was-
flat. It was
yeah, it was
the
like a-
tire exploded.
and we're getting off the exit. And at this point, I looked at Jason and I said, Jason, we're not making this flight. Like, we're fucked. I FaceTime Heath. I'm like, Heath, I was like,
As soon
And you have everybody's bags.
we have like half
Just
the bag.
wait.
As soon as I got the call, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh,
Why?
yeah, so there's a
we
FaceTime
knew
call in our
something was
car.
wrong.
Whoo, my anxiety would have been through
And
the
we're
roof.
running late. Like we had no time. All of a sudden, we get the news. They pull over at some gas station. We turn around. We go back to them. They're trying to figure out what to do. They dump the car off at the gas
At a
station.
random gas
We
station,
just
they
left
left
it there.
And we're like literally crammed into this. There's luggage up on our heads. Like
So
it
we
was,
ended up fitting into the 1 car, but it was
It was a clown car.
It was
It was
a
a
clown
clown
car.
car. It was
and we
terrible.
had to do what we had to do to get there.
And then on our way, so we're on our way there. We get there. We all come out like fucking clowns. It's crazy. We get to the airport, and I'm just like, no, I forgot my backpack with everything
And Taylor had her suitcase with everything in the other
in
car.
the other car at the gas station.
What?
So-
And we got to
It was
the airport and found out.
as soon as we stepped foot on the airport curb, it was like No. Their bags are all in the other Tesla.
Me and Taylor, the two biggest fucking klutz of the group, of course we left our fucking bags in the other car. And I had everything in my small bag. I had my passport. I just had all my important shit. And I was just like, this is really bad, guys. Like, I cannot leave this backpack in that car. So we call up Todd and Natalie. We're like, guy, because they were on the next flight out. We're like, can you please grab? And we felt so bad because we knew they were probably like gonna run a little late, and now they had to stop at a gas station to grab these fucking bags.
Honestly, thank God it was a
bring
Tesla.
It with them. Yeah,
they would not be able to get
exactly because you can unlock it from your phone.
Dude,
And
we finally get inside, and we're like getting ready to check in. They're about to check
We're
their
late
bags.
to begin with because we have checked bags, and you have to be there an hour before to check your bag.
So before you continue, we came prepared. We did our Hawaii approved COVID tests that you have to get. Like it's only there's only a few.
But
made sure we got those.
We didn't have our results yet. We were still waiting to get the email back with everybody's results.
But we were told that we were going to get it like the night before.
Yeah.
Or like in the early in the morning. We weren't even up yet. We were supposed to get it.
And we're trying to check the bags. And the lady's like, you have to have the tests ready to go and uploaded to like the portal thing, like the website. And she wouldn't let us check the bag. So the time's getting closer to the cutoff before you could like no longer check a bag.
Check a bag.
Literally 2 minutes before we get the confirmation, submit it real quick, throw the bags on the thing. And she's like, okay, you guys are good to go. We book it, start running to this flight.
Wait, but even like us filling out that, she was like, "Oh, all you have to do is fill this out." It was like 15 pages, and we all had to fill it out.
Like submit all the.
But they were asking crazy because Hawaii's super strict right now. So they were asking questions like, "What's your occupation? Why are you visiting? Which house address are you staying at? What's the phone number to the house?
What's your flight back? You need to put the exact flight, but we didn't even book our flights back yet. So we're like, if we fake it, are we gonna get stopped on the plane? Like because we just didn't know what to do. And
it was wild.
It's crazy because it was all planned out.
I would have had a meltdown.
We were freaking out. We were trying to keep
it. Bad.
Yeah.
I took pictures of every moment.
I love hearing this. I was kind of like.
Matt would have been as soon as the tire, Matt would have went home. He would have Ubered home.
I would have got my Uber. I would have just hailed a cab.
He would have been there the night before, just sitting at the airport.
Hey, gang.
We looked at David and Natalie's face when we were on the airport floor, and we were just like
worried.
Damn, they looked like just defeated. They're like, after all this, we're about to not be able to go. After all
the
that
whole
planning.
time we were like, we're not getting to Hawaii today. We're not going to Hawaii today.
I didn't think we were gonna make it.
And it's not even like, oh, just hop on the next one or whatever. Your COVID test had to be in this exact window.
Yeah. I honestly thought you wouldn't need it until you got to Hawaii. I thought that was like the whole, because there's people that get to Hawaii and they don't have the right COVID test. So they send them back.
But,
so as long as you got it.
The lady we were with was saying like, no, I need to see it now.
Yeah.
Like you have to show like this like QR code that you like did the thing and you're like, good.
Definitely a new rule because there's people that still get on the plane without the right test. So I'm just surprised how they're able to get
probably on top of it. It's for people who are flying over LAX.
But we finally get there, land, go through the whole like process
Did you get a leg?
of getting out.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, we did.
Not until we got to the house.
But like I heard as soon as you touch on land, like you.
I told you that, and it was Hawaiian Airlines. You have to fly, but I don't. But I
think it's a Party City leg.
It's
right.
It's like the plastic.
I think it's a
my
myth.
God, I forgot about that. It's like a plastic bag scrunched up.
You can just like stretch them out.
I think that's why I was so surprised when I finally saw like what I didn't know it was real flowers, all like done up on the string like that.
Oh yeah, that's a true lay. I think Natalie and I got them.
Wow.
No, we didn't. Well, we got them in Fiji,
but once we got to the house, everything was just like it was it was just peaceful.
It was worth
paradise. It was just
so worth it.
Beautiful, Matt. We
you
were
would've
right
died.
on the water.
You would have loved it, Matt. Oh wow.
Like Matt, there was a spot where you could read a book there. It was perfect.
Oh my God, the little reading nook.
Yeah. It even had a book holder. Remember the book holder?
Stop. Just stop. But actually, no, I'm actually really happy for you guys. I didn't really have FOMO. I actually kind of liked that you guys were gone.
Well, because we weren't posting, so you
I
didn't see
know,
anything.
exactly. And then right when David posted and all of you were posting your content, I just kind of put my phone down. It just sat on my bed and was just like.
It probably helped a lot that none of us were posting. We had to keep it a secret.
I know. What happened?
So we got to get into the injuries.
Okay, yes. I'm like, wait, let's talk about the raspberries.
The raspberries.
Right. So, just past the pool was this beautiful grass, well manicured lawn, and
a manicured
just
lawn.
just before the beach, I'm just trying to get you pissed. So we had Spikeball set up, and we were playing Spikeball for hours, and it was just like,
Dude, such a good
I've never
fucking
played
game.
it.
played it.
It
It's
is
so
the
good.
most addictive. I thought it was
this
stupid
my
when I first saw
time
it.
playing.
I always see it like on like TikTok, or I've seen
It was
people
on
play
Shark
it, and I
Tank.
try to understand it, and I get it.
It's like
but-
volleyball for people who aren't that athletic.
Right, so it's pretty easy to catch.
It's
You
very
get the,
easy
you
to
get the
catch
bump
on.
set spike down into the little net.
Okay,
But the
'cause every time I do see
professionals
people
at
playing, I'm
it
like,
are
uh-uh.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
insane.
Yeah. They're
We
like
did not
running
play like
around the
that.
net, and it's just like you don't even like.
Do you run into each other though?
You can.
You could.
Well,
yeah.
Exhibit A, Exhibit B.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't run into each other. We ran into a rock there was just like one rock there.
Yeah, there
There
was
was
All
like,
we did in Hawaii was stay at the house and play Spikeball, but it was the best time.
Yeah.
Like we played Spikeball every single
to sundown.
day.
Yeah.
so
Just drinking and spiking.
literally my second game into it, I'm like, this is fun. And I just like, you know, as soon as I start
Yeah.
liking something, I'm like,
He's addicted.
he's like,
He's got his fix for
he's
the week.
good.
I was
What
like, well, at
is
least it's a
this?
toy
And
and not
then-
like
Oh,
a
we're getting.
something
He's already
else.
on Amazon buying like two
Oh, yeah.
for the
Oh, yeah.
backyard.
So I'm fucking addicted to it already. And then I'm like getting real hyped. And there was like a low shot, and I go to like dive for it, and my fucking middle finger sticks into the
Yo,
ground
look how fat
and
that thing is.
completely fucking bent backward. It's
Oh
still swollen. No,
Holy
Matt,
shit.
Matt, it was
I'm gonna
10
show
times worse.
you
That's
what
not
it-
even bad.
dude. It was
Oh,
absolutely,
shit.
but it stuck into
Day
the ground.
one. Day one.
Day one.
God, that's the worst when you get injured day one of a trip.
And it was miserable the rest of the time with it because like I just couldn't do anything. But it was really, look at this. Oh my God.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Jesus. That is fat.
Yeah.
I wish you had a picture from the side where it was all bruised.
Oh yeah.
I love your face. You're just like,
That was it.
damn, that's the worst.
Yeah.
I didn't
That
know
is-
if it was like broken or not.
I remember he busted his finger. I got karma so quick. I looked at him and just like, oh my God, are you okay? All right, cool. Todd, you're on my team now? Because there were teams.
Yeah.
They were the same teams. I was like,
Instantly replaced.
instantly replaced and he sat out because he couldn't play anymore. And then I started playing. What was it?
It was probably
10 minutes later.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, the ball goes up. I'm running for the ball, and just like I'm about to get it, and I turn around, big fucking rock, and I run right into it. Just no, it was fucking fast. Struck right into it and I was clipped on like 5 different parts of my body.
So he
Deep.
stepped up onto it and ripped the bottom of his toe open. So
just
then,
like him.
yeah, I ripped the bottom of my toe too, but he ripped it open, like was like, oh shit, hit the rock with his knee, opened that up, and then started sliding. He slid off of it and then skinned the whole shin.
There's my war
it was
wounds,
just
y'all.
And for the rest of the trip, his skin and hair were on the
my God.
rock. Like bugs were
No,
eating
no,
it.
Left
It
your
is-
mark.
If you,
Like, the
here, we'll
rock
give you an
had hair
address so you
on
guys
it.
can collect the hairs and
Yeah,
skin off the
it's a
rock.
souvenir.
It was.
All
Look
of
at
y'all,
this, look
were
at-
all of you watching it when it happened.
I
like
went
you were
back
like,
to the rock to go see. I was like, there's got to be his skin there. You can literally see his entire shin
Yeah.
and his hair.
Look
on
at
the
it.
rock
It's
after.
nuts.
What am I looking at?
His hair.
Oh, this is a rock. I thought this was a tree.
I zoomed into the
Oh
rock.
my God!
See his leg hair?
It looks like sea urchins growing out.
Ew,
or
ew,
something.
ew, ew, ew.
How weird is that?
Disgusting.
I left and then left a part of
You
a part
literally
of me on
left your
Hawaii.
mark.
Left
That's
my
pretty crazy,
mark
though.
on Hawaii.
And all of y'all saw it happen, and you're like, oh.
And we were just busted up and we couldn't play. That was it. Like it was hurting so fucking bad. And we're like the first and second fucking day. Fuck this.
Scott too. Scott played Spikeball for the first time. His first hit, he was like, cool, bounce it to me. So we bounced it. I don't even know what happened. He went to hit it and ended up literally face planting. And then his shoulder, he's rotator cuff.
Oh, he's
I was like, that was
fragile
your
like glass.
Yeah,
man.
he's a little clumsy.
Scott's always breaking
strong,
something.
but
Remember
he
him
is
running into
clumsy.
the glass door the other night?
Oh my God.
But he always like
Just
laughs it off, and I'm like, "Are you okay?"
I think
He's
he
like,
plays
"No,
it
this
cool."
would happen
Yeah,
to me."
and I don't
I'm
think
like,
he's
"I
okay.
don't know, bud. Take it easy, Scott."
And I was so pissed because it's not like we were hiking in the Maui Island. The
Zip
fucking
lining,
nothing. It was
wasn't cool.
Spikeball in the back fucking
oh, y'all
yard.
went ziplining.
No, we actually didn't go zip line. That was just David and Nat and a few of them. But,
we still enjoyed the rest of our trip, if you were wondering.
yeah.
I'm happy for you guys.
Oh, except for one day. one day we just like Natalie was like, oh, we should go to like see like one of the waterfalls. It's like the most talked about waterfall in Maui, and we're like, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah, let's make a little road trip. It was a 3.5 hour road trip to the waterfall, and we're
Just
like,
to get to it.
this must be a crazy fucking waterfall. Like this is gonna
That's
be
like
beautiful.
driving from Dallas to Austin.
No,
Like,
it was crazy.
Well, we like looked it up, and they were like, "You got to hike to the waterfall, and it's like a 2-mile hike." And I was
Never
like, "Okay,
trust a-
we're about to do something like really outdoorsy," and like I was
Yeah.
excited about
We're
it.
all
And
really
me,
excited.
Heath, and Jason had a flight that night. So we were
Yes.
cutting close
You
with
Dr.
time.
Seuss?
Had a flight that night.
Sorry.
We did the drive, 3.5 hours, and it is just this shitty, windy road.
Wait,
just,
but it was actually so much fun and beautiful. Like on our way
No,
there.
it was
Maui.
beautiful.
I bet
Yeah.
you're
It
in
was
Maui.
beautiful.
You ain't on Oahu. You're in
It's
Maui.
gorgeous. Like the drive is insane. But every 30 seconds, there's a little bridge you have to cross, and it's a 1 lane wide. So you have to sit there and yield for oncoming people, and you're like trying to get through this tight little like crossing.
But it's not close. It's far, and there's times where you can't even see the other one. So you have to hope to God.
And then if you finally get up to it, yeah, like you're both stuck, and then one person has to back up to
And you're off like a cliff. You're off, like you're in a windy road in the mountain.
and it's popping season. There's a lot of people out looking at this.
Yeah, and just after 2.5 hours, we're like, it was great. We were having so much fun, and then it got to the point where we're just like, oh my God, where is this going? And we just like look at the maps, and we're just like, oh my God, this
It
is
just
taking
kept going
really long.
up. And the beach
up.
our final destination was the Black Sand Beach.
Yeah,
And that was like,
miles and miles and
there
miles
was
and
no
miles away.
path to it. Like there was no way to get to it.
We ended up losing service, and so when we got there, we were like, where's David and everybody? We can't find
because they were in the other van.
And so we get them, we're like, we can't find anything. We're like, wait, are they already on the hike? Are they parked somewhere? Or that we have no idea, and we can't reach anybody. So we're driving, and you can't, like, it's so hard to just make a U-turn in this mountain. You have to just keep going, and we're hoping to God that we were gonna run into them, but we couldn't. And we're like, oh my God, we're so stuck.
Like, how do we find them on this entire mountain? And like at the same time, in their van, we couldn't find them because they pulled over because Jonah was throwing up.
Yeah, and that was
we
the
didn't
bit.
know.
Yeah.
We didn't know he was
So
puking,
they were
and they
behind
stopped.
us, and we're looking for them up ahead. So we're just
We were just going up, and we were like, where do we? And then every like mile there was a spot to park, but there was only like 10 parking spots, and they were all full. And there's
Yeah.
no way you can make a U-turn. Like it was
And
impossible.
I don't know what it is if it's rentals out there, but every 5th car there was a fucking silver minivan.
Yeah, and
and
that's
we're
what
like,
David-
there they are, and we'd get close.
That's
we're
what
like,
they drove.
"Shit."
Yeah.
So we could not find them. Finally, we make a U-turn and start going back. We found the waterfall, and I'm gonna be honest,
It was nothing. It was nothing.
Oh, it was a little.
It
I
was
don't,
tiny,
Heath,
yeah.
I don't even think that was the waterfall. I mean,
I don't
I
think.
don't know
I
if
think they gave up too. I think they were like, just pick this one.
exactly. I think that was just one that you see while driving by.
Yeah.
I think that actual waterfall, you have to go deep
Right.
in. But at that point, we were just like, you guys have a flight to catch. What are we doing?
Yeah.
And so we get there, and 3.5 hours was just wasted. We get there, we're like, fuck. So David and Natalie are like, let's go to the Black Sand Beach. We're like, where is that? It's like another 2.5 hours. We're
Oh,
like,
boy.
oh,
Even
we're
a
like,
guy pulled over
bro.
to say hi to us, and he was like, "Where are you guys going?" And they told him, and he was like,
he's like, you got somewhere
"They're
to
not
be.
getting there." So we were like, "Perfect. That's the confirmation we needed. We're gonna go this way. You guys go that way."
Also, sitting on like 30 miles of gas left.
yeah.
Yes, we both were on Deady.
I don't know why we didn't like check the map to see where the waterfall is and to see if it's in a mountain or not, but we just figured that there would be a gas station around.
kept going.
No gas station. It just keeps going in this mountain, and you're pretty much fucked if you run out of gas.
Oh my.
And so we start driving back. We feel so bad. We wish we could like just spend the day and like do all the crazy shit, but they had a flight
But
to
we,
catch. So we had to go
had
back.
to leave early.
It was me, Heath, Zane, Jack, and Scott in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
car.
So we're on our way back, and Mariah makes a joke. What'd you say about the Black Sand Beach? Like,
Oh,
what
I
would
was
ha-
like, imagine they get there and you need like tickets in advance.
like
to,
a
like, get on this
reservation
beach.
to be on a beach, and we laughed it off and we kept driving.
because it sounded so unrealistic.
And sure enough,
buy a reservation.
They
to
come
go-
back at night and we're like, "Did you make it?" They were like, "Yeah, it was a blast." And we were like, "Did you really make it?" They were like, "You needed reservations." I was like, "What?"
When you look at Google Images, it looks like an open, like just a
kinda wanna
bare
Google it. I
open
need a
fucking
visual.
beach. It's like unbelievable that you need to make a reservation
They were
to go
at
on the beach.
capacity or something. That was crazy.
That's
Capacity was like it's 10 people on the beach on the
Oh,
whole
fuck.
fucking beach.
So we started driving back so we could make it to the airport on time.
We
Oh
had
my
to
God.
eat, no, with the food.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
the sports
Sounds
bar.
So we
like
decided.
it's
Zane, the
Wait,
sports
wait,
bar.
Wait, hold on,
Wait,
hold on,
you
hold
said
on.
you
You
skipping.
can't-
I
Yeah,
gotta
you're
say.
skipping. So we were driving back and we wanted to eat before we headed back to the house. And we wanted to eat, number one. And number two, we needed a bathroom. We all had to go to the bathroom. It's very important. And then, so we stop at this beautiful restaurant on the water. And we're like, perfect, let's eat here. We're all hype. We're looking at the menu.
It's the
We-
only restaurant on the way back.
Yeah,
after a
everything's
whole
very
drive.
far away.
Yeah.
So we finally pull up to this restaurant and we're like, table for 5? And they're like, you have a reservation? We're like, no. And they're like, you're not getting in. I was like,
Oh,
no.
man.
So then we go to the next spot, which is like 10 minutes away. We're just like, let's just go here, whatever. It looked like a hole in the wall. We walk up. And he goes, yeah, we can see you guys right away. Just so you know, if you're drinking, it's bring your own alcohol, and we have no bathrooms.
It was
I was
unbelievable.
Like,
No,
oh.
Mariah, it was actually because I checked images. It was a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
No
It had like a
bathrooms?
4.5 star
No
No
rating.
bathrooms. Hey, the reviews are insane, but no bathrooms,
The
no
bathrooms
drinks.
were being renovated.
You have to, if you want to drink, you got to get it from across the street at 7-Eleven or at the gas
He
station.
literally
and
said you
bring
got to
it
go
back.
2 miles for a bathroom. I'm like,
It
wait,
was pretty,
what?
I mean, obviously we don't care. It was very like when we heard that we were worried to like spend any like time in there and
Yeah.
eat.
And I got a pee-pee cocky problem.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
You
goes
need
to the bathroom
piss
like 3
every,
times if
like,
we go
10
out to
minutes,
eat.
so we
Speaking
have
of.
to- we
Yeah.
have to- are we being spoiled brats right now? We're just
No,
No, it's
it's
just
kind
funny.
of
No,
nice.
it's a
I love
funny-
all. I mean, like, it's just
Hearing
like
about all the bad shit.
roadblock
No,
after roadblock.
It was so beautiful. I think just like the few things were just really
Yeah.
funny. I mean, to us, in the moment, we were just laughing. Like, but we're like right
It
now.
was
it's just-
funny. It was
yeah.
funny, and every time something happened, like that
Another
was like
one on the
we
list.
were honestly excited. We were like, well, we could talk about this on the podcast. Like, it just like, what are the chances? Like, we really just needed this bathroom. And he goes, by the way, we have no bathrooms. Like, come on.
We just
And then we
need a
finally
bathroom.
find this dive. What was it? A dive
It
bar?
was
like
What
a
just
it?
sports bar.
Yeah.
Sports bar.
Like
Can't fail.
Yeah.
It looked amazing. It looked
Oh,
like
Had
got
a
the
little tiki
pictures.
hut in
Oh,
there.
wow.
It was
so
cute.
We all got silent.
Matt, not even the Caesar salad hit. Like,
Oh boy! So the food was bad.
But we were starving, hadn't eaten all day, and we were like, we are gonna order the menu.
We
and let
eat-
me say,
we got the
let
poo-poo
me
platter.
say, hold on. Let me just say, we are not picky with food.
Oh, we eat anything. I mean, we'll stop at a minute.
Oh,
we don't
yeah,
give
same,
a fuck. Yeah,
same,
we
man.
eat
like,
whatever.
we grew up like eating at like the cheapest diner, and it's
Yeah.
just like the best food. Like, we're not picky. We'll literally eat anything. I mean, we still ate everything, but we couldn't believe how bad this food was. Like, the onion rings were white.
They were legit white.
It was white and like. And
What did they taste like? What did-
it tasted like Dove, like Dove soap.
It was weird,
Like
dude.
it
That
was
was the weirdest thing.
And then he got this burger.
Oh my
We took it
God.
home just to like because
Take a picture.
Did we even take a picture of it?
I don't think so.
Man, I mean, we would never like call it the restaurant,
Like-
obviously.
yeah,
and no one's ever gonna
They
know
were-
where
they
we
had
went.
Great service. They
Great
were so
s-
nice.
amazing
I felt
service.
That's the
bad.
worst is when it's like you're
How is everything?
loving
Amazing.
it. You're loving
No,
the service.
no, but the
food
lady
is
knew
bad.
the fish was gonna be bad because she
Oh, she
came-
told you.
Scott was like, "How's the sushi?" And she was like, "I would do the other stuff."
She's
so
like, the toilets are in the back.
we got him.
Yeah, we got him.
Like we were filling ourselves up, but we weren't like satisfied. We were like, we need
Right.
to get something satisfying.
I
we,
forgot about that.
we walk right out and we look to our right, Wendy's. And we're like, let's do Wendy's. So we go to Wendy's.
Oh my gosh,
We
guys.
go to Wendy's.
But we ordered the same exact thing that we got at that restaurant just to compare the two, just because it was like just funny
And
for us.
Wendy's, 5-star.
Yeah.
5-star. It was really crazy getting the same food and comparing that.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty nuts. But man, that was delicious. We got Frosties
Yeah, I got a Frosty.
and yeah, it was a vibe. And then we drove
It
home.
was just so one thing after the other. The
Yeah.
whole trip. It was so
It was so
funny.
it was
good.
so funny. But man, that drive, I'll never forget that drive. It was
The literal
Wow.
drive to nowhere.
Yeah. You see, at least David and all of them had some entertainment because they had Jonah puking and all that. But it was
Remember
just,
Jonah trying to get into our car after?
Oh yeah, we're like, no.
We're like,
because
Because we said we were gonna head back to the house, and he goes, "I'm coming with you. I'm not doing this trip
like,
either." And we're like, "Actually, we're
Fuck
following you guys."
He had puke like all over.
Oh.
So we're like, no.
He was shirtless. Like they made him
No.
take all his clothes off because he puked everywhere.
I can't.
And we met Jonah's girlfriend on the trip, which is
I
crazy.
thought it was fake.
I thought it was fake too. I thought it was fake for how long have they been together for?
They've been together a while now.
Like a year, right?
Oh,
But
okay.
he's never brought her around. He's always just like, yeah, I got to see my girlfriend.
It's like
We're
she goes to another school.
Yeah.
like
That's
that
what it
kind of
It was
sounded
that
like.
vibe
Yeah.
every time. Like he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm staying with my girlfriend at this hotel." We're like,
Okay.
"She's not here." He's like, "What are you going to another hotel for? Just sleep here." And it was, but like
Seeing
he
them
did
together, I
that all
was
the
like-
time. And then she came. We're like, "Oh my god, that's your girlfriend.
She's
Nice
this
to meet
tiny,
you."
petite little like cutie with dark
Yeah.
hair.
They're cute
She's
together.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah, very
Oh.
cute.
She's really
They're
funny.
they're like kissing on the boat. It's so
They're
cute.
cuddling.
Yeah, it was
Do
it
people
was
know he
really
has a
lovely
girlfriend?
meeting her. What?
Do people know he has a girlfriend?
Yeah, he has a girlfriend. Big announcement.
Yeah,
Thumbnail.
go hunting.
A Vlog Squad member has a girlfriend.
Yeah, no, they were cute together, and I was like, wow, it is real. Okay.
Yeah. So it was my time to leave. I actually ended up leaving the next night. We all left early.
Yeah.
Remember we were supposed to stay for 2 more days.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just
Oh,
left.
we were wondering
Yeah,
that.
no, you guys left at a perfect time because we left the next day. Nothing happened the next day. They just got a few shots, and then we pretty much left.
That made us feel good. I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh,
no,
we're
you didn't
gonna
miss anything.
out.
You didn't miss anything. So, it's almost my time for the flight. I'm flying by myself on Hawaiian Airlines, and
His worst nightmare.
we had help from a guy that they hired to help like throughout the whole trip. He was just there, like just taking care of us, and he asked him to drop me to the airport. I was like, okay, I'll wait. And I was looking at the time. I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna make my flight. I don't know how. I'm ready to go, and I have so much time. But like, you leave your
Baby,
leave
island
your car for
time.
fucking 5 minutes, and you're late.
Yeah.
you're about to miss your fucking flight. No, that was happening here too. But I realized like, oh, I'm not gonna make the fucking flight. There's no way I'm gonna make the check bag. So I left the check bag there. I took Taylor's carry-on just so we weren't carrying all that. Rushed to the fucking airport, and the speed limit is like 25 the whole way. You can't go faster
All
than
of
that.
Hawaii.
And it's one lane.
Yeah.
So if you're stuck behind a slow driver, you are fucked because it's one way the whole way to the airport, pretty much. Like it's like
I
90%
would
of
have
your
lost
trip.
my mind.
And we're getting there, and it's taking so long because cars are just like not moving. And we finally get there, and I get there, and the line just to get through TSA, there was no first
Pre-check,
class line,
nothing?
pre-check, nothing. It was one line, and I
Oh,
looked,
boy.
and I FaceTimed David and Taylor. I was like, guys, I'm not making it on this flight. And they're like, oh my God, no way. And I had to put my bags through after TSA, I had to put it through another one.
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah,
make
the
you
second
go through
check.
a
'Cause you
second
can't bring
check.
like certain things back.
The
Yeah.
fruits and veggies and
Oh right,
Yeah.
gotta go through customs. Yeah.
So went through the second customs, and I remember rushing there, and then I get there, and they're like, Zane? I was like, yeah. And they're like, we're gonna close out those gates 3 minutes before. Thank God your friends called.
oh,
David
shit.
and Taylor, I don't know how the fuck they got to the airline. When I changed my flight, I was on hold for 2 hours to change my flight.
Wow.
For them to make that call, and it was a span of like 5-10 minutes. I was like, how the hell did you guys get a hold? They're like, we're just gonna. I was like, that's fucking insane. Like by name, they're
Damn.
like, your friends called. I was like, did they have a direct line
I
to
didn't know
your
you could
fucking?
do that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
And so they kept it open for 3 more minutes for me.
Damn.
I got so fucking lucky.
Oh, hold on. That just reminded me of me at the airport.
What?
When we were first going to Hawaii, when I got on the fucking bus.
Oh, we forgot. Oh my
I
God!
literally
Wait.
Oh my
This is
God.
after
This
we
is fucking
finally
nuts.
make it past security.
Oh,
we
you have to
finally-
go on the
Right.
terminal exchange bus. You find out you have to go to a different.
No, just to get on the plane.
So
No, there's-
everybody's like, we're through, everything's good, everything's beautiful, ready to get to Hawaii. They're all getting ready to line up to get on the plane. I'm like, shit, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
The
so
worst
I had
timing.
to pee so bad. So I run to the bathroom.
We were in
real quick.
LAX, right?
This was at LAX, yes,
Yeah.
getting ready to go to Hawaii. So I run to the bathroom, and then I come out like a few minutes later, and I don't see any of them. I'm like, oh shit, they went in without me. So I go walking up to the gate, and I show the guy my boarding pass, and he's like, okay, right this way, you're gonna go down these stairs, and there's a bus. I was like, okay, cool. So they're on the bus. I go down the stairs, I get on the bus, and I'm the only one. And these motherfuckers got on the bus and didn't wait for me, and I'm on the second bus because I was sitting there. and I'm ready to
Comfortable.
go.
He made himself
And
comfortable.
I'm sitting there, and then the lady starts driving a little bit, and I'm like, I don't think they would have took a bus without me.
So he FaceTimes me. I get a FaceTime because I'm waiting at the gate so they don't close the doors. I'm like, you can't close the doors. There's one more person. So I'm waiting for him, and I'm like, where are you? And he goes, we got on a bus. That's what he says. We got on a bus, and I see the background, and he's packed with people in this bus, and I'm like, so I run down the bridge thing to the plane. I'm like, are we getting on a bus? So I ran down. I was like, it's a plane. Get off the bus. So he runs off of the bus. I was like, who told you to get on
You
the
were
bus?
right with us at the
Dude.
terminal. I don't understand.
I still
At the
don't
gate,
get, I
at the
don't
gate.
get it.
He gave them the ticket, and they sent him somewhere else.
I'm
They
trying
do
to
not
figure out,
want people going to Hawaii.
where did you go? Because we were at the gate. Where did you go?
I don't understand what happened. So I get off the bus and I go running up the stairs to get back up, and it was literally the next door over. And I was just like, holy shit, I would have been on a fucking bus to another side of the airport.
Oh
He literally
my.
goes, we got on a bus? No.
I was freaking out.
That was so
I will never
funny.
understand to this day how you just got on a bus.
I don't understand
That's
how they checked his ticket and said, you're over here.
Bro, that was a Zane move. That was 100%
Oh,
a
yeah.
Zane move.
Yeah, because you definitely would have gotten on like this
But
is
I'm
right.
just surprised you didn't call any of us and was like, hey, I'm getting on a bus. I'm just surprised
Well,
you
I
just got
thought
on
you
the
guys
bus.
were just excited, ready to go. You took the bus, and I was like, that's kind of fucked up. They took the bus alone.
No, why would Mariah leave you?
Yeah, I stood
Well,
with
that's
the
why
guy.
I decided to call. I was like, something seems,
Yeah.
something seems off here.
You're like, Mama.
This is different. You didn't think it was a body of water that we have to make
When
it
did they bring the Lays?
You guys are on a boat right now, right? We're taking a boat to Hawaii.
God, we're in right now.
Wow, that was scary though.
That was really
Anyways,
funny.
Dude, imagine you missed that fucking flight.
But so after the whole Hawaii thing, we had to leave early. My brother was having a gender reveal party. They're having a baby.
Well,
It's a baby.
Okay, it's a baby. What did they do for the reveal? Was it just letting you know?
So him and his wife play tennis a lot, like they play every day.
Okay.
So they did a tennis ball with the powder inside of it, and then my brother hits it with a racket to make the ball explode, and then it's the color.
Okay,
Okay,
now
that's
question
cute.
about those. Does somebody already know what it is?
Yeah.
So
But
His
so wait, do
sister-in-law.
they talk to the
Somebody has-
doctor
somebody has to
and then
book
they
it. Yeah,
go
somebody
and
has to order
buy
the
the
stuff.
pink or blue ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody's out. We're filming, and
Wait, what? Already the tone and how this is going.
we're all out front getting ready to film, and my brother is like warming up. And he's just
what are
like,
you thinking right now?
I'm thinking.
you hoping
I was just
for?
like, it's gonna be a boy. I just
Yeah,
had a
we
feeling.
both
I
were
just
like,
like,
boy.
I'm just like,
Boy.
I'm hoping for a boy. He was hoping
What's
for
wrong
a
with the
boy.
girls?
Nothing, Zane.
Nothing.
I
He
just-
just wants a nephew.
See my brother with a little boy.
Nothing. You guys do what you want with that. Continue.
So he's getting ready. So she has to make the pitch to him, right?
Uh-huh.
And you gotta toss it. No, the toss was great. It was a dime. It was perfect. So he takes the racket and he comes back and he smashes the tennis ball. And it doesn't fucking explode. And he launches it
Like 3
out of the
houses
yard
down.
over everybody's fences, like 100 yards away into the street. And everybody, I have this on video. Everybody's like sees it and they're just like, oh, and it's just gone.
No
it was like
spares?
no.
Well, the thing is, it hit the street and exploded. And
I was on the corner, so I went around to go look at it. And I didn't know if I should say what it was or if it was going to be a redo or what the deal was. So I was like, what do I say? What do I say? And then they started doing the poppers. And then it was just like the poppers gave away the gender. And it was a boy. But it was the...
Oh, it's a boy!
Yes.
Mazel tov!
little
Mazel
boy.
tov,
How
baby.
thrilling!
Congrats.
But I'll show you the video right now so you can see it real quick.
You're gonna have a nephew.
Oh, how do you
know.
feel?
You're gonna be
Heath?
Uncle Heath.
Uncle Heath.
Oh,
here
here comes
now.
Uncle Heath.
But I'm really excited. It's gonna be
That's
cool.
That's
So
so
exciting.
fucking cool.
But look at, I can't believe they make it that like sturdy of a ball that you
Yeah,
have.
why
We'll
wouldn't
play
it,
the
they should
video.
make it
We'll
more
play the video,
sensitive.
guys.
3.
Ow! Gone.
Wait, Heath.
Oh!
What? Heath, it's almost like you knew it was gonna go over the fucking fence.
Dude, I had a feeling something was gonna. A gender reveal always goes wrong.
Wait, what type of ball was it? Was it a tennis, like a
rubber.
weak tennis ball?
No, it wasn't a real tennis ball. It was like a dog toy almost.
But the thing is, with those, like, you have to hit it so hard that it busts. But if you don't hit it, like, if you hit it too hard, then it's like, I don't know. But it just got
They're
launched.
for gender reveals.
Yeah. Oh.
They're made for that.
Are they expensive?
I don't know.
Yeah, it got launched.
Whoever made it was like, how was it? They're like, it went over the
You
fence.
ruined
It
the
didn't
party.
burst. I'm sorry.
They write a review. One
Well, damn,
star.
Y'all to stress me the fuck out.
Oh my god. Do you have a little sonogram picture of the baby?
I do, but it's in a message. We'd have to, like, put it up.
Well, let's put it up. Look at that.
So they can tell if it's a boy because they can see the penis.
I guess. But one of our friends was pregnant with his wife, and it was Thomas.
Yeah.
My buddy Thomas.
Yeah.
Just had his baby. But when he found out the gender, he had texted me. He's like, it's a boy. And we're all cheering him on. And then the next day after that, he's like, false alarm. It's actually a girl. They messed up and they got it wrong. So they had taken all these pictures with blue balloons and they're like all set. And then he had to go in and Photoshop and edit the picture to turn everything blue for when he posted on Instagram.
It's really
He had to pay somebody to Photoshop it.
I wish you posted that already. Just so you had to post another one. It's just blue and then pink right after.
So funny, though.
That's really fucking
What
funny.
are you guys gonna do? Would you like to know the gender of your kid before they're born?
I want to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so
I
I
don't.
prepare for it. I like to prepare.
I'm kind of like for
Old
this.
school with it?
Just
No,
wait.
for the surprise. Let's just see, and you're like, and it's the like you just I don't know.
That's
It comes
fine
out.
too.
It comes out. You're just like, is it?
I just have a feeling somebody always ruins it. Like the nurse is always like, well, you're going to be really happy with her. Her? Huh?
Oh
And they're
yeah.
like,
They
I
gotta
just want to
keep
know
something
right
always,
away
like,
in the doctor's
slips.
office. Just tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Because it is cool to be surprised like when it's born, but if you're like you're obviously leaning more towards one, like you'll have two names, but you're like, oh, but I really want a girl or something like that, and then you're just like, oh, okay.
I think it's worth it more for me to prepare for whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Tell me right away, and then we
Yeah.
can just start.
But I think it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm having a baby, and then it's just like it heightens the surprise. There's no like, oh,
Yeah.
could have had this. You're just so happy your baby's there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that it's healthy, and you're just thrilled.
I saw this TikTok. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it was like a nurse filmed the TikTok, and she was like talking about how there's a certain stage and like during the baby.
The pregnancy.
During the I said pregnancy, right?
No, you didn't say anything.
Oh, I
During
didn't
the
say anything.
I didn't want you to say it because I wanted to see
Why
if he
did
comes
I
up
feel
with-
like I said it already? And I was
During
like,
the
okay, what?
I think you were wanting to say
Bump.
birthing, but
Yeah. Okay. No. Sorry. That's so fucking funny. I'm an idiot. Yeah. During the pregnancy, there's a certain stage where they. I'm losing my fucking vocabulary
they
words.
can sense it.
There's a certain stage where the nurse or where they.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! What's the fucking word?
Detect.
No.
There's a certain stage during the pregnancy when
you give people advice. What's that word? When you
consult?
not consult, you advise.
Medically, they advise you.
Yeah, so there's a certain stage in a woman's pregnancy where the nurse advises to not do a sonogram because there's a certain part. Sorry, I need to repeat all this again.
No, you know you're.
I need to repeat all this again.
Like, can we just keep it in and
Oh,
leave him
no,
hanging?
no,
Zane,
no.
just
There's a
leave him
certain-
hanging.
Oh my God.
There's a certain...
Fuck.
Je ne
Oh my
sais
God.
quoi.
I'm flustered right now. I'm like really hot.
We'll leave it
Okay,
at that.
All right. Okay. There's a certain stage in a woman's pregnancy. There's a certain stage in a woman's pregnancy where the nurse advises not to do a sonogram because the baby can look demonic. So they were showing sonograms of a certain stage that like they just advise not to do it, and they look like the baby can look fucking demonic. So they like tell them not to do it. There was a TikTok that I saw. It was believable. It was believable.
So it's
It looks
weird that that's
funky.
like a genuine known thing. Like, oh, let's not show it now because it looks demonic.
I don't know. I mean, it made sense
Because people
to
get
me.
angry because they're like, it looks
I'll
demonic.
pull
They
up the
look
video
demonic when
and
they
I'll
come
play
out.
it here.
Any fetus
Yeah.
looks demonic. Like,
No. Like the ones that they were showing was like, oh my god, like it was terrifying. Like you were scared.
For the longest time, I didn't know they'd come out all bloody, full of gook, and like just like this weird.
You didn't know that?
think?
Well, just from movies, they always come out.
Yeah,
cute.
perfect.
Well, yeah, because they're not gonna show.
Well, dude, that's the only thing I've ever seen.
You got to think about PG-13 movies.
I didn't know how like gory it was.
Yeah, you've never seen an actual birth.
And now I have,
Now
but
you
like
have.
for
When
the
I was-
majority of my life, I always thought it was just. I don't know why.
When I was little, I thought you had to pray to have a baby.
You do.
Because they
That's
would
so
teach you
cute.
about like, oh, like, I don't know, like the Virgin Mary, but you didn't know what the word virgin was. And
Yeah.
then so you were like, oh, so they just like wished for the baby. Like,
And
I don't know,
then
like
you get it.
Yeah.
they couldn't have a child and suddenly she
Oh,
had
I'm
a
sure
child.
I thought
so
that.
I was like, I had this logic where I'm like, oh, so when you want to have a baby, you just like manifest it.
We talked about this
Oh,
already.
I'm
I think
sure
it
I
was like
thought
the
that.
4th or 5th episode. I remember talking about this, and I'll just repeat it. But how I thought, like a couple had a baby was the kiss on their wedding day. But I was little though. I was young
so
when I thought.
On their
I thought
wedding
that
day.
one kiss was like makes the woman pregnant.
That's so funny.
I just wonder how many other people thought that.
Probably a
'cause
lot. Probably a
it
lot.
made sense because like,
Yeah.
why was that kiss so sacred on that day? It's like that one kiss. I don't know, but no other kiss. No
Just
other kiss
makes
does
them
it.
man and
That
wife.
consummates them.
The
That's
consummate,
really
just the
funny.
ties, the knots. You are
Oh man, that's funny. though.
prego. Yeah. Help! Help!
Oh my God, somebody better help!
Somebody better help me get to my next therapy appointment.
Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this podcast.
Is there something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from reaching your goal?
Baby, I know there's a lot preventing both of us.
Yep.
But thanks to BetterHelp, we have somebody who is going to assess our needs and match us with a personal, professional, licensed therapist.
And BetterHelp is super quick. You can start communicating with somebody in under 48 hours.
And that is quick for Zane to start communicating.
Yes.
It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's professional counseling done securely online.
And the service is available for clients worldwide. International, baby.
You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, and you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions.
So you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room like traditional therapy.
And it's great for me personally because I need help with certain situations like dealing with Zane, and he's my best friend, and I can't go to Zane with how to deal with Zane.
Exactly, because it would just be a fight. It would be a constant fight between the two of us.
Exactly. So it's nice to have somebody there to, moderate and basically help with the thoughts that I'm having.
Exactly. And we've had a really rough year, me and
It's
you.
been
but-
stressful.
So
Not us together, like
Yeah.
just in general, the year's
Yeah,
been rough.
Just everything. But so that's why BetterHelp was able to save the day, save our months.
Save our friendship.
Save our friendship. And you guys noticed this episode, we're like much happier.
I feel
And
great.
It's because of BetterHelp.
So start living a happier life today with BetterHelp.
So visit betterhelp.com/Zane and Heath. That's better HELP. And join over the 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional.
And we have a special offer for you guys listening right now. You're going to get 10% off your first month of BetterHelp at betterhelp.com/Zane and Heath.
Thank you so much, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you. And thank you for saving us, saving our friendship.
And saving you guys listening right now. Another exciting thing happened to me in Florida, though. Me and my brother semi-rescued a dog.
How do you semi-rescue a dog?
Well, I was driving into his neighborhood, and I'm pulling in, and there's this beautiful golden retriever on the loose, just running through like the parking lot in like this like community.
Collar, tags on it.
A little collar, but no like name tag or anything. Just running around, like looking confused, like alone. Pull in, talking to my brother for a little bit. We get into the car, and I was like, hey, there was a dog running around here when I pulled in. And he was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, it was this golden retriever, and it just seemed odd. So as we're driving out, we see the dog again, and it still doesn't have an owner. So I'm like, what is this dog doing? So we pull over, And my brother opens his door to get out, and he was like, come here, come here. So he's checking the dog, and he's looking at the collar to see if there's like a name tag, a number, or anything like that. And he is looking for it, and the dog rolls over onto his back and is just getting like just wanting scratches. So it was like really cute little moment, and like he's like scratching him while looking. All of a sudden, the dog jumps up, jumps through the door of his truck, jumps through the front, up over the seats into the back of his truck, and is now inside of his truck, and I'm in there. And I'm fucking hysterical. Like, I'm just like, what is going on right now? And my brother's still outside because it happened so fast. And he gets in, and we're like, what is going on? We look like fucking dog nappers. Like, the owner comes out, and we have it in the back of the truck. Like, it would just look really...
It's a golden retriever. It's worth a good nugget.
It would just look really funny.
Yeah.
So then he gets in, and then we're driving around. He's like, I'm going to take it to the office. But first we go back to his apartment to get like a leash so we would have it on a leash. And as we're getting back in, he gets out and the dog is sitting there and the owner comes walking out looking like for his dog. And then he sees it in the truck and we're like, oh shit. And he's like, that's my dog. He's like, we're not. He was like, we were trying to return it.
Oh, sure you were.
Right.
Come here,
Likely
Cinnamon.
story.
Or come here, Sadie.
Buddy.
What did these guys do
Buddy.
to you?
It was so funny because we
Come
just
here, buddy.
felt like good people, but like horrible people at the same time.
That's my dog.
Like, hi, hi there. What the fuck? Just,
Not my dog.
just jumped. Hi, baby. Somebody's gonna think we're dog nappers.
Oh, he's a cutie.
Oh. He
And
looks
he
like, he
just
looks like,
jumped
he
up.
looks like Jason's dog.
Just jumped up
He's ready to go.
and was just chilling with us. It was the funniest thing in the world.
That's so funny.
But we got him back. He's okay.
Good. Semi-rescue.
That is the perfect phrase for that.
Very
Semi-rescue.
wholesome. Very
Semi-rescue.
wholesome. Gender reveal.
Dog
rescuing dogs.
Breastfeeding
Breastfeeding
dogs.
dogs. How was your flight home?
Flight
yeah.
home was good, but the flight back was really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So we get on the plane.
So many stories today.
I know, right? This is exciting.
A
mouth
lot
is-
happened in
my
the
We
mouth
get on the
was drying
plane,
up.
but we got our tickets super last minute because like flights were all messed up because there was like storms in Florida and people were having a hard time getting back. So we bought it literally the morning before and we didn't have seats together. So we get on and what is so funny, Matt? I haven't even told the story.
I'm actually thinking about a TikTok I saw earlier.
Well, let's pay attention to the
Yeah, let's.
story.
How about we?
Sorry.
Your
it's
friend's
just-
talking right
Hey, you're
now.
on a show.
I know. Okay.
You're working.
You're on a podcast.
You're working.
So we get on. I sit down and there's a seat next to me and Mariah's like 2 rows behind me.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, this guy and a girl walk on and they're coming and the seat in front of me is a single seater.
Yeah.
And then she has the seat next to me and they're like trying to figure out like a seating arrangement because they got separated.
Yeah.
And then as like they're trying to figure out like what's going on, I'm looking at him and I was like, do you want to take my seat and we can swap so you can sit next to her and then I'll just take the solo seat. And then I'm looking and I'm like, holy shit, this is Scott Disick.
Oh my
What?
god.
So it
Weird.
was Scott
Flying commercial.
and it was just really funny because like I'm like this is Scott Disick right now and it was so interesting. So I go into that seat
And I have somebody next to me.
and yeah, so she's got somebody in the back next to her.
They got the seat with his girlfriend, and then I came up to give you your
Oh
coffee.
right.
I gave you your coffee, and then he looks at us and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't know you were with your girl." He was so nice.
I thought he was gonna say, "Oh, you're from Unfiltered."
Want to come on?
No, he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were with your girl." He was like, "Do you guys want to sit together? Like, we could figure something out." And we
Yeah.
were like, "Oh no, don't worry about it." And then I didn't know he knew the guy next to me, but he like demanded that. He was like, "You're gonna switch with him."
It was-
and
it
I was
was
like,
his-
"Oh my gosh!" And it's this guy's birthday, and I was like, "Oh, you could get a single seat. Like, you deserve it. It's your birthday." And like everybody's laughing now, and everybody around us is just rolling their eyes because the amount of times we were switching seats.
It was his
It
bodyguard.
was his bodyguard. So I was like,
Oh.
"Oh,
Dude
yeah."
was massive.
he brings
Yeah.
his bodyguard on like just a commercial flight like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting.
I'm sure they took a trip together, so they just
No, I know. I don't,
Everybody
to
sitting
me,
around
it's just
us.
it's
Well,
wild.
I then
seeing
realized
that, or
everyone
imagining
sitting
that.
around us was with them. Like
Yeah.
he had, I don't know if it was his assistant or something. She kept coming over and giving them snacks and stuff. Like he
But
had a team.
They were just
with
pissed
him.
he took the last 2 seats because I was supposed to go to their other friends that
Yeah,
were part of the group.
probably.
But he was the nicest dude in
So
the
nice
world.
about it.
Like,
He was,
Yeah.
You just said he was demanding your seat.
Not to
No,
no,
he
no,
was-
no.
well,
the
he
guy
was
I was
asking-
sitting next to, he goes, "Oh, you could switch with him."
Oh.
But I was like, "Oh my gosh, he didn't even ask the stranger like if that's okay."
Oh,
but
got
he
it,
ended,
got
it
it,
was his bodyguard, it was his friend.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Scott
yeah,
Disick, what did he look like in person? Was he just
He
Bleached
looked
blonde
so,
hair.
I didn't recognize
bleach
him.
blonde hair?
Yeah.
I was a Scott Disick fanatic for so long. I did not recognize him.
She named
Really?
her car Scott Disick. Her first car.
It was Scott, okay?
And you didn't recognize him when you saw him, like on the.
No, he had bleach
I
blonde
could hear
hair.
his voice.
Yeah.
in an
Well,
Yeah.
I
instant.
didn't hear
I'd
his
be
voice.
like,
That's the thing. I said
I'd recognize his
if
voice.
I heard him talking, I would be like, "Oh wow, that's Scott Disick."
Oh, interesting.
was
Yeah,
it like
but-
back?
It was buzzed here
on the
and
side.
spiked up. It was a very like 2000s haircut.
Before
He
living
looked
out
so
here,
young.
before living out here, I always thought all celebrities flew in private jets. I
know, I
never
didn't
knew that
realize.
like they
Or
fly
they get on
planes just like the
they
rest of
get
us.
on the flight at the last minute.
That's what they did.
That's what they did.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
They were
Yeah.
the last ones on.
And then yeah.
Where are they like chilling though? Before are they
or
in like
they
a room?
or they only like book those flights where the first class is like
To
you
the
know,
left.
when you, it's
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the left and not to the right.
you
so
don't even know that-
you don't even see first class. They
Yeah.
come in last minute.
Yeah.
So are they just like undercover in the terminal the whole time, and then they just
They
sneak
were
Or
in?
they
out-
go no,
they
they
were
go to
pretty
the
out and
lounge.
about.
They go to the lounge.
The lounge.
They wait in the lounge until it's right at the final moment, and then they board.
And it's just the lounge because those certain airlines have like
I saw Timothy Chalamet. I walked on a flight with Timothy Chalamet one time, but he got on like right at the
I
end.
saw Troye Sivan on in a Delta lounge.
I just can't believe I'm best friends with Scott Disick now.
He really liked you.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Did you swap like
Socials?
yeah?
No.
I wanted to get into a little bit about you sailing in LA this week.
Oh,
Yeah,
While
you
we-
finally did it.
While we were extravaganza in Hawaii,
I did.
you were sailing off in
Um,
LA.
Mr. Joe Volpes surprised me with a sailing experience. It was like this
Fun.
Airbnb experience. It was pretty cool, but we got there and it was like not the original captain he booked, but another guy. And we were like, okay.
Sketchy.
So we're having this other guy, and he takes us out. And the first thing we're like pulling out, and the little motor doesn't work. The motor that you have to use just to get out of the marina in the bay. It's not working, and the boat just starts running into all of these other
Oh,
boats.
shit.
And he's like, "Hey, can you get up and like prevent this?" And I'm like, aye, captain." And I'm just
Have
like,
you been studying?
I'm like having to.
But wait, is this my first lesson?
Right, so
Is this a test?
I'm in, like, strap up, Matt. This is your moment. Let's get into the marine life. And immediately, I'm like pushing ourselves off of
He
this
gets off in the water.
What?
expensive ass yacht, and the boat's just like not
Oh
causing
my
massive
God.
damage, but we're just like running into shit. And it's not my fault. It's this guy
That's
who was
bad.
unprepared. And we finally get out and we hit the waves, and it was cool. It was pretty cool, but I'm like, this isn't my thing.
Oh,
And I was a
no.
little devastated, like, because I was like,
You were so excited for it.
if I got into sailing, I realized I'm going to be kind of a lake sailor and just have a small, small
little-
boat.
a
and
canoe.
Yeah, just a little sunfish and just myself just strolling. I don't want to have one in LA at all. But it was.
Wow.
But the thing is, you have to trust that like a sailboat has like a really big bottom fin that keeps it stable.
Yeah.
So you're not going to tip. You think you're going to capsize every moment.
Really?
And I did it. I really enjoyed it, and I still want to get certified, maybe. But I was like, this is not my league. Even if I took you guys out for like a fun day having wine, we'd all be like, turn us around, Matt. Get me the hell off this thing. And that's what I kept thinking. I'm like, even if I did learn, and even if I did own a sailboat, everybody would want to get off right
Yeah.
when we hit
It was
the
that
open
sketchy.
shore. It was just, it's a lot to take in. And
At least you got to experience it.
I did.
You
And I
tried
am going
it.
to keep it at that. Like, I know I did it.
Yeah,
I
a little
enjoyed it. I got
taste.
really cocky and excited that this was for sure going to be my new path and my new
You probably
hobby.
wore your like little sailor shirt with a short.
I
Did you
saw the
like
hat.
go all? Yeah.
Oh, I was prepared and ready, and like I knew all the terminology and shit, but still, I was like,
The bow.
You
the
knew.
start.
I think you knew more than the guy, fucking the captain.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it
he was
seems
like,
like
he was like Italian kind of guy. He didn't like he
What
kinda,
the
like,
man?
English was second language, and I was like,
Matthew,
oh, is this
say
the
it.
tiller? Is this the boom and all this stuff? And he was like, yeah, it is, man. Like, I don't know. Like,
Who the hell
whatever.
was this guy?
He was a cool guy.
Did you find him on Craigslist, like sail teachers?
It was an Airbnb experience. I don't know. I don't want to like badmouth it that much. It was good, but I was a little like, ooh. what this was.
It just sounded like he wasn't very prepared.
It wasn't a lesson. It was an experience. I was wanting to go in to like learn things.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm just going to do everything.
He was
dude."
trying to learn things too.
Yeah, he was learning for the first time.
You got into a boating accident.
Yes, I know. Right out the gate. And so
Just
immediately
dramatic.
I was like,
You got into a
"All right."
We
boating
need a
accident.
title.
You got into a shipwreck.
We sank. What?
Oh fuck!
You guys
I'm sorry to hear that though. I know you were excited.
I know. But I have to be honest. Like it was not what I was expecting. I wanted some just steady.
That takes a
even
lot to
sailing.
like admit that like after you were so excited for so long.
I was like,
Yeah.
but that's the
I'm
thing is.
sorry, I'm laughing.
It
I just think
sucks.
it's a funny situation.
And they always say like, don't knock it before you try it, but try it and then maybe knock it. Like, no.
You guys were
So
knocking
you won't
other
take us
boats.
out sailing?
If
one day.
we were on a lake, for sure, I think.
If we were in a bathtub.
Get him a little sailor rubby duck, a little rubby sailor.
There's
Rubby
my
boat.
RC sailing.
Yeah.
We're sailing.
Remember those in Stuart Little?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I wanted one of those so bad.
So
Yeah,
bad.
they made it look so cool in the movie. Like you wanted one so bad after watching that. You guys watched the TikToker versus YouTubers fights?
I did.
And
Fuck
I was
it.
wrong. I thought Bryce was gonna win, and he lost.
We all think
didn't
Bryce was
watch
gonna
it.
win or
No.
not?
I thought he was gonna lose.
Oh, okay. I forgot what I chose, but
I picked Bryce.
yeah,
Man.
he got rocked.
He did. But you know
I thought
what?
Bryce was gonna win. Just like when people talk a lot, for some reason, my head is like, oh, they're gonna win.
No,
You
I
know
think
what I
the
mean?
opposite. The more you talk, I'm like, eh.
But there was also the Logan and Mayweather fight.
Yeah, that we watched. We actually watched it in Hawaii.
So who won? Mayweather, right?
It was a draw, but
Then I saw that one clip on TikTok, like looking back on it, where it looks like Logan passes out at one point, and like Mayweather keeps him up for the entertainment.
Oh, okay.
There, I don't know. You see this clip, and you're like, oh, that looks like he got rocked pretty hard.
People weren't happy with the results, right? Of the fight.
which people?
Logan and Mayweather.
I thought it was a good fight. I thought they.
No, I'm saying that like just like online, like what people were.
I think people just want a clear winner.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's all they ask
like
for.
anything that ends in a draw always feels just like unsatisfying. Like you're just
Yeah.
like, okay.
We kind of expected that.
I
though,
mean,
right?
but for him to go 8 rounds with him is absolutely insane.
yeah, like you're going with the
Like,
number
that's
one
pretty
boxer
crazy.
in the fucking world.
Yes,
That's pretty
there's a
crazy.
height and a weight difference, but like still, like that's
Yeah.
pretty remarkable.
Like it was such a huge win for him. Doesn't matter what if you
Yeah.
lost anything. If he got
It's
knocked the
still
fuck
sick,
out,
yeah.
still a win, and they know that.
I just love that
You know
Logan
that.
walked out to the greatest showman.
I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say with a Pokemon card.
No,
on his neck.
that too. He had a Charizard wrapped around his neck, but they were playing the "Don't Stop 'Cause Here I
Yeah.
Go." Wait,
Yeah.
no, not that one. It's the
Well, it symbolized something, right? It was
it's-
like the small guys are trying. Like that was isn't that the whole song in the movie?
What movie?
The Greatest Showman, that song, isn't that whole song about like we're gonna come on top, like hey
Yes,
we
we're
may
coming home. God,
we may
I'm
not
so
be
sorry for the
be
people
loved
who-
by everybody, but hey, we're gonna come on top. I think
Yes.
that's the song he chose that because of like what it symbolizes in the movie.
right. I know.
Okay.
It was pretty cool.
But I was explaining to people that have never seen
Oh,
the
yeah.
I
movie.
know, yeah.
But man, I would just love to see some other people in some fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's crazy how Jake and Logan like just started that.
Yeah.
It is
Fucking,
pretty wild.
like it's fucking nuts, and it's clear that whoever like joins a fight, like if you're a part of like a big fight like that, you gain so much out of it. Like after one fight, whether you win or lose, the attention you get and how much you gain on social media is fucking insane. Like I couldn't believe seeing everybody that was fighting, like seeing their like Instagrams and shit. I was just like, oh my god, it's like they got booked for like the biggest Netflix show of the decade. Like
Right.
what they got, like the return they got on that. It was
So we're gonna be
absolutely
fighting
insane.
next.
Yeah, Heath and I were gonna do fake beef just to get on that. Huh?
I don't know who I would be paired up with if we're doing like a true weight class and height.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I got some
John
rough-
Mulaney
I-
and Matt King.
John
Oh,
Mulaney.
Yeah.
It's
Square
tough.
up.
Oh, put me up against. I wouldn't want to fight Bo Burnham, but like we're like similar heights. Like,
Yeah, it's just.
but I don't know
funny.
who in the group. I would probably be in the same class as Todd
Jay
and
Boyce.
Scott.
Goes on.
And Jay Boyce.
No,
hell
it's
no.
not. I don't think it's about your height. It's about
It's
your
weight.
weight.
It's the
Yeah,
weight.
it's the weight.
The weight.
Yeah.
Then I still feel like I would be up against
How much
like
do you
what
weigh?
Scott, like 185.
Oh yeah, you're screwed.
I
You
know.
probably- you probably-
I'm like I am genuinely screwed.
Yeah, but
'cause,
you
like,
got the height and the reach.
I know. But I don't know
careful.
who would be
Not
like
next
a
to my
match where I'd
girlfriend.
be like, okay, I could go and I could fight that person. Like a really good
Seeing that
match.
fight would
Nobody in
be-
our group is like a perfect match for me, really. Like Todd and Scott, that's a good fight. Jeff, I mean,
I
Jeff
could
would
see-
kick my ass, but like he's, I think, in a lower weight class than me.
Yeah, he's really light, right? What is he, like
Dude, Jeff
130?
is skinny, man.
130, right?
I'm always like, he's
No,
cut,
he's
Oh,
more
but
you
I'm
better
like-
watch what
yeah.
you say. You might see a
He's
fight
listening.
coming.
I say it to Jeff's face every time I see him.
Ooh, Jeff, you hear that?
No,
Tag him.
No, I love Jeff, but I'm always just like, because he's always like, he's so cut, but I'm like, let's bulk it up a bit, dude.
Matt,
Matt, he's recovering
Easy.
from an accident,
don't
you piece of
sprinkle those
shit.
words around like it's
Jesus.
freaking
He's
nothing.
He has a gym in his house. He's working out all the
I
time.
know, but hey, he's recovering.
Just have some protein, please. I love that.
He's got some mass for his size.
Yeah, I think he looks good. He looks good. I know.
Oh,
I
you
know.
starting drama? Okay.
We need a little drama on this fucking
If
podcast.
Jeff wants to fight me,
He
Yeah.
also
Would you do it?
hikes like 5 miles every morning in like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
No,
he
if-
doesn't stop.
no,
Jeff doesn't
if
stop.
Jeff fought me, I mean, I would let him win because I have to be delicate,
Oh.
I'd be like,
Jeff?
well, I didn't want to go at him. Or I would be like, you can't hit this side of my face.
Matt.
He would be making the exact same jokes. Are you kidding me?
I know.
No, I love Jeff. No, I want the
Matt,
best for him. But
dude,
I'm like, if it was reverse, he would be making the same damn
Matt,
jokes.
we know. We're giving you shit. We love to fuck with you.
Mariah, did you see that house in Allentown?
Way to switch
What?
it
With
up.
my own 2 eyes,
Hey,
actually. in
Jack,
person.
let's see if you can transition that one.
So there's this girl on TikTok, man, I should probably shout out her account. And she spotlights houses on Zillow or ones that are listed that are just obscure and weird that just make you
Zillow
go,
gone wild.
who the hell
I wonder
built
if she's
this
behind that.
and why did they build this? Is it Zillow? Maybe it is
Well,
Zillow.
there's an Instagram account
Just
that I
wild,
follow
just
called
wild
Zillow Gone
structured
Wild.
houses. That
But
like, don't
even
make
like
Like
sense.
the most
interiors, just, like,
absurd.
weird.
It's either really cool or really strange. This
Well-
one's pretty strange.
Well, let the audience see.
Okay,
it.
so the girl, yeah, it's Zillotastrophes on
Okay.
TikTok.
Love that.
Good
Um,
name.
And it's this house that's 1.8 mil in Allentown, Pennsylvania, where
I
Mariah's
drove
from.
past it every day.
Is Allentown? Where's
Can
Allentown?
confirm
It's outside of
Outside of Philly.
Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
like 45 minutes an hour.
And
from Philly.
I saw this TikTok and I was like, hold the hell up. What the hell is this house? Okay,
Let's see
ready?
Yeah.
It's typical mid-90s style, but it has something weird
Put it
inside.
on.
This ridiculous indoor pool. Look how close it is to the living room and the dining room. Everything would smell like chlorine.
Oh, yeah, I was just about to say that.
Terrible decision. And they've been trying to sell this place for a long time.
Just get rid of the pool.
That realtor needs to stop being in front of the camera. This is your typical overvaluation
Call
of
him
a
out.
kitchen. It does come with 2 living spaces.
There is an entire indoor pool.
That's
the
like a
middle
little
of the
bit
house.
size.
There's indoor pools. We've seen it, but
Right.
this one just looks like it's just in, the, living room.
And there's no
like-
barricades. It's the same floor.
It's next to the kitchen.
Yeah.
And those pools are not supposed to be chlorine. It's supposed to be just like fresh water or salt water where you
Yeah.
can't smell it.
But I do love the smell of an indoor pool.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
I'm at
It
a
just
hotel.
reminds me-
I'm
oh,
not,
the
I'm not
hotel,
swimming.
yes!
but
What
I'm-
does an indoor pool smell like though? Like,
It's
does it
that-
smell like
it's-
chlorine? What does
yeah.
it smell
Yeah,
like?
It's kind of like
warm.
bleachy.
It's like an indoor
No.
water
Warm.
park. There's like,
Yeah. I
but
don't know.
like-
Oh, but I don't want to wake up to that
yeah,
every
it's not
morning.
wake up and smell the coffee. It's wake up and smell the
bleach.
chlorine.
It just reminds me of like a childhood, like
But
going
who-
to like a classic Holiday Inn.
Just
Ugh.
who built that?
Who was like,
You
so-
wanna- that's
someone
like
who was
someone on
an
The
ad.
Sims. It's like The
Yeah,
Sims.
right.
I,
They built.
Matt, I most likely went to school with them. Let's be sensitive.
Well, can we go and get some tea
if
on
you're
who
watching, can you let
built
me know?
that?
I bet my parents know.
Your mom probably went to fucking school with her.
An indoor pool in the living room. Obviously, you'll show the footage
Yeah, we're gonna
of
show
what this looks
everything.
like. This is absurd. Who on earth builds
I'm just
that?
like, I get convenience for things that
That's
people
what
people
they
build
thought.
houses to their own likings.
They
but,
built
like,
it for fun. They were like, oh, people are gonna love this. That's why they did
It's a
it.
party
But
house.
what's crazy is like you think,
can't-
oh no, if it was a party house, then why is everything the tackiest mid-90s looking
Oh,
interiors
yeah.
ever?
Oh yeah,
It's
it looked
all
like a
outdated.
hotel, like
Yeah,
a
it just
like
looks
a
like
really
they,
standard
good
they
hotel.
thought they
Americana.
were doing something.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And I bet that sound echoes throughout the entire house.
I'm surprised they haven't.
You're having a pool party. Those kids are just like, woo! Like it is just echoing, ricocheting off every nook and cranny in that home.
I'm surprised they haven't shot like a movie or anything in there. Like you don't see that a lot. Just shoot
That would
something.
be an episode of The Office where like Michael Scott like buys a home
Yeah.
and he's just like,
Airbnb is a home.
Indoor pool.
it's already in Pennsylvania. It's like, how close is Scranton? Like,
Oh yeah.
like
That would have been a perfect episode.
It's
for
like the
that.
episode where he's like the flat screen TV that lays flat against the wall.
Bro, you know what's funnier than the episode? The fucking bloopers. That shit has you fucking dying.
What's his name? John
John
Krasinski.
Krasinski.
He could not keep it together.
wait,
That was
we
so good.
sorry, we have to go to this home because this home is not going to sell. It is going to be on the market forever.
We should pretend we're just so interested and like we want a tour. We need a tour
We can make
if we
it
want to
easy.
buy
Can
the
we
house.
stay the night? Like all this shit of just us staying in the most bizarre.
Could you
home.
imagine
Your
us
parents
flying
and all
out
your
just to
friends
go
can
do
come
that?
Out.
We
They-
spend Christmas
They'd have
there.
to do it. They'd have to do it.
Wait, renting it out for Christmas would be so fun.
Oh my! Wait, are we
have
really
rain-
about to do this?
We have like a floating Santa Claus and like reindeer.
Wait, we can make it happen.
Well, I'd be asking questions.
Imagine they give the pool cleaner guy keys to the
Weird.
house because he has to come in and do the pool.
What?
They have to give like house keys to the pool cleaner because he has to go in the house.
That's
But when does he have to clean? Like he's not skimming leaves. Like he can't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's nothing to clean.
Stop.
It's just like it's
we
just
hire
like
synchronized swimmers to come and like perform.
It's not leaves. It's just a bunch of food and crumbs.
like crumbs
It's
from
gross.
breakfast.
Yo, that is fucking funny.
For the people listening, this pool is in the middle of the living room.
No.
Like there's no separation. It's all on one level. It doesn't like dip down.
You, like,
It
go-
would be like us having a pool.
It
in
looks
the
like
middle
no,
of
you know
our
what?
set.
It looks like a carpet, but
Right.
it's a pool.
And it's but what's crazy is the house is the least like gaudy looking thing ever. Like you could tell a mob boss didn't live in this home. Like a good stable man and a stable father.
They decided to do that.
just built a pool. They had the rose.
Can I see? Can I get a closer shot?
Yeah,
because
I wanna see it
I
again.
need to
Look
see
at
a
it.
closer.
I have it on Zillow.
Give me a
Hold
closer
on. I
look.
have a better thing on Zillow.
Mariah, I'm surprised that they don't have just like a like a diving platform. They're just like on the end of the boat.
Jesus.
It sounded like I blew my ass out. Ready?
That room's cool.
It's just funny. Like indoor pools could be like there's such a fine line between like really fucking spectacularly beautiful and just downright atrocious.
Well, you built it in the middle of the home. Go build it
They have a
like, in
movie
its
theater?
own chamber. Or it was like or
What is it? What is it?
No, I was like, oh wow, a nice movie theater. Look at the TV.
What is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah.
The big screen.
Oh my! This shit. But you know when they put that in, when they put that in, that was literally the top of the line.
They have binoculars and never
for
seen.
the people listening.
It's the
is-
roll-in from school that would come in on a crate.
It looks like a decent home movie theater. Like, oh, you see all like these like cool individual like chairs, leather chairs set up, and it's
it's a big movie.
it's a 36-inch like TV.
It's the people are in the,
It's like who's playing?
I'm gonna send it to
Couldn't
you.
even see the TV.
Can you turn it up?
I feel bad making fun of
It's
this
funny.
house.
The TV
No.
isn't even like in the.
It's off center.
It's off to the right.
300 days on Zillow.
We have to stay there.
300.
In this economy?
Wait, there's 6,000 views. I just wonder if people are just going.
Oh,
just to-
100%. They're just going, and it's gonna get more after this episode.
The realtor, if we go to see it, he's like, we come up, he's just like, okay,
We're not-
cameras. Oh, is this? If you're gonna make fun, then I have other showings.
You get a tour, but you have to put a deposit.
Yeah, they sell tickets. Like, is something funny?
But we go there, we try to play pool. We don't look at the pool. We walk in.
We're laughing, and our laughter is echoing throughout the home.
We're trying not to look down
No,
at it.
it's like when you open a birthday card and you're not looking at the money.
Yeah.
And you're just reading. You're just looking at the.
There's a pool. Didn't notice. Oh, so there is.
Guys, we have to go to this house. No question.
We can.
We'll fly.
300 days on the
fly there.
market. Of course, no one.
That thing ain't going nowhere.
And they need the money.
Yeah, you sell
that-
tickets. Yo, make $6. Like, imagine how many people would pay just $15 just to see the house.
But it gets cold in Pennsylvania. Like, maybe they really love swimming, but you can't.
But why does it have a cover?
Like, it's a living
A heat cover.
300
so
days
fun.
on Zillow. They're probably just itching to get out of the house. They're just waiting. They're waiting to leave.
Do you think it's the pool holding it back?
Yeah. I mean, it's atrocious. Whoever buys it has to fill that up.
Did you see the other one on Zillow where the pool is halfway in, halfway out of the garage? Yo,
My
No way.
goodness.
shit is wild.
Like
Is it
the
like a normal garage?
Yes, like the door is still there.
But they like
It's on that Instagram.
cleared
account.
out the bottom of the garage, like put the pool in and like let it go into the garage, and you can. Dude, it doesn't make any
Wait,
sense.
before we continue with that, I just look. Why don't they just do a glass floor like they do on like when parties with big houses with pools, they have a dance floor. They put the.
Because they couldn't afford it.
What do you mean they couldn't afford
That's
it?
If
probably a
they-
lot
if
of
they
money to
could,
get, like, a-
then they would.
But
Zane.
how much does it cost to put like just shit like that?
to
on
get,
the
to get
20
a solid piece of glass that is gonna come out from under
Yeah,
the other
Zane,
part.
that's-
Well, and it wasn't around the
No,
mid
not
90s.
glass. What did they put over like for parties?
Like,
what did they
You're
put?
talking about the rising, like the
No, but like
like
what
a
they-
tarp?
No, they put like a thing over for parties, like big parties. They sometimes like cover the pool with like a dance floor. They've done it before. It's not expensive because they do it for parties all the time with pools
Well,
in the middle.
they're selling the house. So
What, like
let's just-
plexiglass?
I don't know, but just something where
and then
it
it's bowing in the middle.
no,
like-
no, it's hard. It's like it's a hard top. Put a rug over it. Don't tell them it's a pool. Just cover it with a carpet and put fucking furniture. Don't say there's a pool. Let them just find out after they buy it. Let them find out.
I don't know if you could do
Just
that.
imagine when you're sitting there.
Oh my god, you found it, Bubba?
Okay, wait. All right.
Okay.
They clearly built the garage on after the pool was built.
Let me see
After
the
the
Why do they,
pool.
but why do
I
they
gotta
want
see it.
that?
Oh, wait, that looks kind of sick. Wait,
Zane.
I love that.
There's
for
a buyer
what?
for everything.
But for what?
I love that.
For
I love that.
privacy.
Let me see it,
So
let me see it,
that
let me see
person.
Heath, you can't tell me
This
that doesn't
much?
look cool.
Wait, we should be
That looks
describe.
No!
That looks cool.
No!
I'll buy it.
Describe to the listeners what you're looking at.
Well, you got a
It's exactly
normal
the
shaped
pool
pool,
in the garage.
then you got an L cutout that goes like up into this like garage structure, and the garage door's up, and there's nothing else in the garage.
It looks like you're at the Atlantis Hotel in Bahamas. That's what
so
it
when
looks
you're
like.
closing the garage, like when you're trying to
That's
like
my
close the
question,
garage
yeah.
and like you have to jump over the wire, like as it's closing, you're like
You died.
dun 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 dun. dun.
This is the most depressing looking
Yo,
setup I've ever
that
seen.
look like I would build that shit on Roller Coaster Tycoon, not Roller Coaster, but I'd build that in The Sims. That's something I would do.
It's quirky.
Like imagine
fun.
going to a party out here and you see that shit, you'd be like, "Holy shit, that's cool!" I know you.
Hey, I'm white trash and I still don't even
no,
like that.
You fucking love that.
No.
You would love that we saw that in person if you never saw that before.
That's
come
something where
on.
like all the kids are partying and all the parents are like, "Oh, we're pulling down
Well,
the
we-
door. Y'all get out of here. This is our hour."
Imagine the garage door closed. That would look so fucking weird. Just all the way
Yeah.
closed, and it's just where
Let's
does
give
the
them a
water
little privacy in here, babe.
Like, what's
And it's
their
not even like that was the
driveway?
hot tub area. It was just
Yeah,
it was the deep end.
go? I know. If it was the hot tub, that would be smart.
It would
Like
be
if
so
that
fun.
area was the
It'd
hot
be so
tub.
fun if it was like your kid's birthday though, and it was like a scavenger hunt, and like they could go into like a lagoon kind of thing.
Yeah,
like they
that's
could swim
cute.
under it,
Yeah.
and they could like find treasure in
That's
that room. Yeah.
Is it all carpet around the pool?
No, it's
I
tile. It is.
You get up just.
No one ever swimming in that pool.
Nobody goes in it.
Some grandparents died, and that like grandpa was like,
Don't
get rid of the pool.
Don't get rid of the pool. Oh God, should
That
we end it
is
here on a
something.
good note?
Y'all, we got some good guests coming up.
Yes.
We didn't have one this time, but because we wanted to catch you guys up on what happened in Hawaii. But
Yeah.
I'm fired up. For
We got
these next
we got
guests.
the next 4 or 5 guesses is like pretty good. We have lined up right
We have
now.
that many lined up?
Mhm.
Wow.
They're not confirmed. We have a lot of last minute bails, but we.
But I'm
Oh,
excited.
like this one, we have no guest. We're supposed to have a guest on this.
Oh, this was a
episode.
guest
This was a
episode.
guest episode.
But we
But
wanted
we
to talk
wanted
about
to- we
Hawaii.
could've
I
done
know,
our
I know, I
Hawaii
know,
stuff.
but we were trying to find a guest. We got the guest. They bailed, which is okay.
It's-
But it was fine because we would have never been able to talk about the Hawaii trip if they were on.
Well, it's
so.
tough right
They
now.
always come back.
They always come.
Yeah,
back.
everyone's booked and busy. Everyone's like
Exactly.
just on tour for their social lives. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Ooh.
What are we gonna do
15
for the
till
That's
hundo.
15 weeks.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Remember having like the 100th day of school like celebrations?
Oh,
should
we had
do
to make
something
like a
that.
poster of something that was like 100.
Like 100 pennies or something, like something out of 100.
Comment below what you think we should do for our 100th episode.
Ooh.
We should record it.
In the- Stop. It'll still be
It's
for
just
sale
echoing.
from 15 weeks from now.
Don't laugh. I think it could happen.
Really?
It's possible.
Dude,
No,
that'd
we
be
could totally
fun.
go.
It's literally right by my house.
Ooh.
We can play it on the big screen.
Okay.
Look, all right, guys.
Wrap it up.
Thanks again for
Wow.
watching another episode of Zane and Heath Unfiltered. This was such a good episode. I felt like we've had a
Feels
good week.
We're back, baby. We're back.
Yeah, we've had a good week. David's up again, and baby, we're just. Oh fuck! Let me do that
What?
again. Fuck! Should I do that again?
No, it's nothing.
David's up again.
Oh,
David's up again.
David's like, David's up again.
Dobrik coin is up again.
David's up
All right,
again.
guys. All right.
All right.
Well, that's it for this
trying.
episode of Zane and Heath Unfiltered. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we got a case of the giggles as we're closing out here.
Check out
so-
the highlights channel. It's honestly
Yes.
one of my favorite things is on YouTube. It's all the funny bits that we've talked about in the past. Quick and to the point.
Don't say it.
I highly recommend it. And
Nope.
I'm,
Check out Hoon Half.
oh, you said it.
Booyah.
I always think about like why does he get so excited to close that part?
I knew it was coming.
He's like, if I help him with the Unfiltered highlights channel plug,
Uh-huh.
I can sneak that one in there.
Yep.
But yeah,
Um,
check
and-
out his podcast.
And
whatever.
guys, just a heads up, I know we've been running through some technical difficulties with the coffee. A lot of people are still waiting on their orders for the last month, so very, very sorry about that. We're working very hard to get you your coffee. And yeah, just sorry you guys are waiting so long.
Please forgive us.
We're trying our best.
Yeah, and check us out. We upload every Monday audio form on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and we upload the video version on our YouTube channel at
Okay.
youtube.com/Zane and Heath.
Peanut gallery.
What the fuck is going
What
on
is
here?
so funny?
Let's get
Oh my
you.
god. All right, guys. We love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
I didn't know this was the fucking Matt and Mariah show.
Right.
Doesn't